I love Hugh Grant.
Hello, Adam Ryan Donato.
Hello, welcome to another Hard Review, and I am here to talk about Heretic. This is the latest A24 film. It is a horror film about two missionaries who knock on the wrong door. I think the thing I love most about this movie, and I said at the beginning, is Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant is one of my more favorite actors these days. He's really good at playing the villain. He's done it a couple times recently, most notably in Paddington 2. I just think that he's so charming. One movie that I have in my collection that I haven't seen yet is Four Weddings and a Funeral, and I'm certainly going to be seeking that out soon. But I really like him in Love Actually, Bridget Jones's Diary. I actually am a fan of music and lyrics. And especially these days, he's very, very funny. I love watching Hugh Grant's interviews. He is a very personable, charming dude. And here he brings a lot of that similar energy. His character is obviously threatening and creepy, but he's not traditionally opposing to these girls like you would normally see in this type of situation. Like, this is a hostage type situation where an old man is kidnapping these girls. It's not really a sexual thing. It's not really a violent thing for the most part. It's mostly about theology. It's just him talking to these girls about how he feels about their religion, how he feels about religion in general, trying to test their faith and their beliefs. And it's a very interesting film. If you're interested in the more of the gore, gross out type of horror movie, Terrifier is still in theaters, Terrifier 3, and people are really enjoying it. But this is a little bit more of a thoughtful horror film, and that's what I really appreciated about it. I just knew once Hugh Grant started monologuing about religion that this was going to be a movie that I really enjoy. I personally do not like missionaries. I don't like the concept of people going up to people's doors and being like, hey, you should believe in my religion. Like, religion should be like an internal personal thing and not something that you peddle to people like it's a cult. Like, oh, you have to be a part of it. I am so smart and I believe in this religion and it is correct, and you're dumb because you don't really believe in my religion and you're gonna die because my religion's correct. Because you don't believe in my religion, you're gonna die. So I don't really vibe with that kind of thing. So when bad things were happening to these girls, I was like, good. But I do like these girls and I did find them to be kind of relatable. I really enjoy Sophie Thatcher and Chloe East in this movie. I thought that their interactions together were very interesting. I also thought it was weird that Topher Grace was in this movie because he doesn't really have much going on here, and it's definitely like a recognizable face, especially for me. The directors, Scott Beck and Brian Woods, are guys that I really like. They did the story for the first A Quiet Place movie, which is a movie that I'm a big fan of, and then they directed last year, wrote and directed together 65, the dinosaur movie with Adam Driver, a movie that I had a lot of fun with and everyone else in the world seems to vehemently hate. I think this film is much better, even though I am going to give it a similar rating. I was very close to loving this movie. I was very close to a 5-star. It's very creepy, but it's also very like funny, and it has a lot to say, and it's very interesting, and I like the characters, and I'm just a sucker for like a really good villain who seems to enjoy being the villain, and that's what Hugh Grant's character is here. I did find this movie to be quite unpredictable at times. There's one little thing that I was like, oh, that's going to be called back later, that I could tell was coming up. But when it comes to like the overall plot of the movie, and it's also very difficult when you're dealing with a concept like this, something as huge and as heavy as religion, trying to come up with an ending that is satisfying is difficult, and I feel like this movie did the best job that it could. I kind of had the vibe during this movie that I was like, if it sticks the landing and then I'm out of 5, I don't think it didn't stick the landing, but it didn't have me like punch in the sky when I left. I really like this movie. I'm right on the edge of love. I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5. Be sure to check this one out in theaters. It's one of my more favorite movies out right now in a day and age when there's like 3 movies coming out every single week this time of the year. Make sure you get out to this one soon. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. Like, comment, subscribe. I want you guys to tell me what your favorite horror film of the year is. I think this might be my favorite horror film of the year. Yeah, this. Or Trap.